It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens on Sunday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
Yeah, when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend two plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that's called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous, and it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go, here in Baltimore. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They're led out by their veteran quarterback, Super Bowl winner, Russell Wilson.
Let's not forget, Mike, not too long ago, Russell Wilson was not only the face and one of the top superstars of the NFL, he was a bona fide Hall of Fame quarterback. So the talent and the resume, it's still there. He puts together one of those vintage performances we've seen throughout the years. This team's going to be hard to beat.
1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jaylen Warren. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. And he will pick it up. Let's give him a first down up to the 37-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Play action. Now, Wilson. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver.
John Harbaugh not a fan of that call, and out comes the challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He keeps it himself. They get 24 on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life, his speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up first and goal.
They'll run with Harris. Down to the 4, it'll be second and goal. Wilson now, off the bootleg. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Third and goal. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. Now it's 4th and goal.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
Is there a more exciting guy in the NFL to watch play quarterback than this guy, Mike? I mean, one of the most dynamic athletes to ever play the position. And what's truly unique about him is his ability to beat you both as a runner and equally as a passer. And that's really where his game has developed. Defensive coordinators, they don't sleep very much when they know they're facing this guy and all the problems that he presents.
Jackson gonna keep it himself. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and it'll be 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. Calvin Austin deep for the Steelers. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. Steelers offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And Incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Automatic first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They go play action now. Wilson, he'll let this go for Pickens. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. He'll try the right side now with Harris. Whoa. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up. He's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 and just enough to move the chains.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily...
And he'll take it on in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Steelers are out to a 10-0 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This is fielded inside the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to take over for their second possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with first and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
They'll motion over Flowers. Off the play fake. Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Jaylen Warren is a guy that I really like. And when you look back to last year, he wasn't really a starter even for much of the season. They used him primarily in the passing game where he finished with 61 catches, top 5 in the NFL for all running backs.
Now whistles, play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Still first down.
Here's Harris. And he'll get forward for a couple. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete, left side to Pickens. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Now Wilson on 1st down. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. 10-0 is our score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Third and 6. Now Wilson. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That is caught, and he's in. Mike Williams, touchdown Steelers.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Boswell now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Steelers move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive, as they'll begin here with first down. On the option, they give it to Henry. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop. Second down, Jackson. That's complete to the veteran, Nelson Aguilar.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. And you're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense, so give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
Aguilar goes off in motion. Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the play off on 3rd and short.
Still 3rd down.
So from 3rd and 2, back them up to 3rd and 7. Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the first down.
Here's the give to Henry running right. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still first down.
A give right up the middle to Henry. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
He's going to run it. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Jackson now on 2nd down. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Jackson on 3rd and 2. A pass pulled in by Henry. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
This one caught at the 4. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Man, he fit that one in a tight window. One thing he showed off was his arm strength and his accuracy, but in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really amount to much.
Jackson up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as
under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. On 4th down, here comes Justin Tucker for the Ravens. This from 30 yards out. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens are on the board just before halftime.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. George Pickens and the Steelers offense heading back onto the field. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now Russ. He'll find his big target, Pat Freiermuth. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now it's Wilson. He'll let this go for Pickens. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack. 2nd down big play attempt falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. Here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Steelers, who are in the lead. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the 2nd half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Lamar going to work from the pistol. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Mike, did you see how hyped the sideline got after that run after catch? I mean, I thought the bench was going to run out onto the field to celebrate. He refused to go down on 1st contact and 2nd contact for that matter.
Throwing Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
3rd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. A deep shot for Aguilar. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. He's got a man down the field. It's Austin. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
They certainly wasted no time trying to take advantage of that great field position, and I love it. So often we see teams either in sudden change or when they have a shorter field to go, they want to strike early. There is such a correlation in the NFL, Mike, between explosive plays and your ability to end drives with points.
A give, and here comes Harris. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but in these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force them down for a loss.
They'll give it to Harris again. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. Room to run at the 40. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Pistol formation with Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
On third down, Jackson. He fumbled the football. But he'll gather it back in.
And man, does he dodge a bullet right there, Mike, on that sack. He's fortunate. That ball bounced right back to him, and he's able to recover it and keep possession for his team.
Ravens bring their punt team out. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Steelers offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Wilson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds Austin with the grab. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, it's Harris. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one grabbed by Austin.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And some problems communicating on third down, and that's going to be a delay.
Still third down.
So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it off. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll run it on 1st down with Henry. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Second and 7. Bateman is the motion man. 2nd down. Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. Third and a yard. From the gun, Jackson. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Nelson Aguilar. Touchdown, Baltimore. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Ravens are able to cut the deficit to 10. There is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This will be returned from the 2. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Steelers' offense ready to get back at it. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And a short pickup to about the 30. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Wilson to throw. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. They get 18 on that one. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. 13 yards on that one. Move the sticks. It's a 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing again. Wilson. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Wilson will throw again. He'll try and get there on the ground. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
This is the point in the game, Mike. We're on 3rd down. You have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the 1st down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Wilson now, off the bootleg. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Washington.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense, and it's almost becoming to the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, man, as an offense, you're in trouble.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. It's the tight end Likely in motion. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense. Still second down.
Jackson now on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Jackson from the gun on third down. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
To the air one more time with Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. Here's a 2nd and 9. Jackson up top again. And this will be incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And third down coming up.
It seemed there was a bit of a busted coverage in the secondary, and I think that's what led that receiver to be so wide open. And that's a ball that just needs to be put on him. It doesn't have to be a perfect throw. It doesn't have to be thrown on the money. Just make it catchable and take advantage of that opportunity.
Again, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to have the Ravens first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for fourth down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Raven first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have first and goal.
Now, first and goal. They'll drop to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he will score. Nelson Aguilar. Touchdown, Ravens.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession. So they're still alive, but now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Extra point try now for Tucker. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. There is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Steelers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Another run here with Harris. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. Talk things over before third down. They go play action with Wilson. Pressure there, he can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. On fourth down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Now a fair catch, he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with first and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Now it's Jackson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. but is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have a Ravens first down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Another try, 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Open man is Tylan Wallace. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Throwing Jackson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So out comes a guy who's been here before. Big spot for Justin Tucker. This to potentially send us to overtime. This one is on target, and it is good. And we are almost certainly bound for overtime.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool, he's calm, he steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
Final seconds here, overtime looming on the horizon as they kick it off. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. He's going to keep it himself. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. Here's first down. Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He finds Austin with the grab.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
2nd and a yard. Now it's Harris. And he's going to get him a first down here across midfield and down to the 45.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And this one is off the mark. It is no good. And we will keep going here in overtime.
Oh, Mike, that is a huge miss there in a critical spot. Now you give the other team a chance to go down there and win it with a field goal of their own.
The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. Now a first throw here in overtime. And that is incomplete.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. Third and 5. Now, Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
2nd down, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. In motion comes Andrews. On 3rd down, Jackson. Now he'll run it.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
They only need a yard, and it's 4th down. Jackson gonna keep it himself. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a first down.
Aguilar goes off in motion. And he's into the end zone. That'll do it. They win it in OT. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.